I'm back with the second part of the breakdown of, our friend Stefan Ortega's one against one situations. He's a master of this. I was going to, play all the situations in the previous video, but there's so much to talk about. We'll see how much we will get through to today as well, but there's so much to talk about, so much to discuss. And it's so fun, to talk about goalkeeping and football in detail. So let's see what we have in store for today. If you didn't know who I am, I'm Anders Christiansen. I play professionally for EFK Gothenburg at the time of this recording, and I played as a professional goalkeeper for the past 18 years. So let's just dive into the footage here. So we have our friend Andy Robertson, who's playing in Germany for Scotland this summer, and he is coming down the line and it's a crossing situation. Let's see what happens. Okay, that's a great save by Ortega. So I just want to highlight a few stuff that we should take into consideration in these situations as a goalkeeper. So we have to be aware of course, where the ball is going to be put in from, but we also, at the same time, we have to scan this area. What is supposed to going to happen when the cross comes in? Where can the cross be put, and how can we help out our defenders and also make our life easier as goalkeeper? Number one, maybe we can communicate and prevent a possible scoring chance, but also when the ball is put in, where is it most likely going to be placed, and how can we, be ahead of the situation in terms of techniques we might have to use and our positioning in terms of where the finish is coming from. So if I just play the footage a little bit more here. So here, okay, there's one red guy in the box, Liverpool player, and he's here. So most likely the ball is going to be put like this, aiming for him. Also, we have to communicate with our defenders ahead of the ball being put in, so that they can pick him up as well. So let's say that, okay, the ball is being put in here and we know now what happened. But if there's like a striker behind here, maybe on the first post, then, we can cheat a little bit. If the ball is being put towards the first post, we can also, if we know that's most likely is going to be put on the far post, we can also cheat a little bit with our positioning. Because we know that it's possible that the finish is going to come there. So in that way, we try to stay ahead of the situation. What happens there is that it's being put in. I'm pretty sure that Ortega has scanned the area. He knows what's happening. He knows there's only coming in one Liverpool player inside of the box. And we see that he comes out and he spreads himself. I think not to, as we also said earlier, that I'm not playing in the Premier League, and it's not to be disrespectful in any way for Ortega. But, in an optimal world, maybe we can be even braver and maybe read and claim the cross before it comes to the striker here. Because it bounces on the 5-meter line, I think. Let's see. So the cross comes in. Yeah, it bounces on the line. So if we can, number one, we know where the cross is coming from. If we can scan, okay, where's the possible danger? Okay, that's the one single Liverpool player. Is Andy Robertson likely going to shoot? No. Is he going to put in the cross? Yes. And where is it likely to come? Yeah, it's towards the Liverpool player. What can we then do as goalkeepers to even prevent this from happening? I think we can be a bit more braver in our positioning. Yes, we have to be brave, but in an optimal world, I think it's possible. Then we can just read the game, come out, claim the cross, make a normal dive, take it, and we don't even face a finish. But in this situation, it's red alert for Ortega. He comes out, spreads himself, and he makes the save. Okay. So, as I just said, scan, communicate, read the game, be brave, and then maybe you can prevent any possible danger in front of a goal. Next situation, I haven't watched this yet, so let's see what happens. I guess, yeah, it's against Brighton away. Cross in. Okay. This is pretty much more straightforward than the previous situation. Again, a cross that turns into a 1v1 in a split second. So he takes the ball down here, and suddenly he's open. And it's really, really good what Ortega does here. He reads the situation and he knows what's happening really, really fast. He sees that, okay, this is going to be a 1-against-1. He will be through on goal. Close range. He is close to the situation, but he wants to make the angle even more narrow. So he comes out and gets as close as possible. And you see here, it's like literally, it's almost impossible for the Brighton player to score. He comes out, makes himself big. He closes between his legs, arms spread, big upper body, and yeah, well done, Ortega. You see that sometimes it's just really a red alert. Boom, we just have to act in an instant. And that's where, our intuition and all the reps we have done in training and in previous games helps us out. Then the next situation is from a game when he played in Arminia Bielefeld in Bundesliga. So let's see what happens. Okay, stuff happens outside. Oh, what a save. What a save. He's so good at this. Okay. So obviously when there's stuff happening outside the 16, our position is so that we have to be positioned for shot, obviously. But we know in football stuff can happen and it happens fast. Suddenly, boom, blank on goal. He has so much to shoot on here. Oops. He has so much to shoot on here. Initially, when this happens, we see here still a lot to aim at for the striker. He can shoot it here. He can shoot it here. But what Stefan Ortega does really, really well is that he comes out and he spreads himself really, really well. Now, just a split second down the line here, we see maybe, okay, we should have been closer to the ground right here. But I think he spreads himself well with the legs. Hanging leg. It's not easy to put it around this leg. Here as well, really narrow angle to put it in. So he closes a lot of space, makes himself big, and makes the block. Really what is key here is to just interpret the situation really, really fast, make a decision, go out, make yourself big, close down the angles, and make it really, really hard for the striker to put it behind you or put it past you. So that's what he does here. Suddenly, it's a situation outside of the box. Boom, it's a deflection or whatever. And then boom, it's open. We have to act. And that's what Stefan Ortega does really well here. He comes out, spread himself, and yeah, makes an unbelievable save. Next situation here, it's against, who is this against? Can it be against Frankfurt maybe? I think it's in Bundesliga at least again. Wow, what a save. Wow. Wow. Huh? What it does. Okay. Okay. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Wow, wow, wee, wow. Let's just go back a little bit more. Okay, what's so easy to do here? Here. What's so easy to do, especially, remember, he plays in front of 50, 60,000 here against Frankfurt. And suddenly, you know, we see the distance here. He's through on goal. What's so easy to do here is just to lose our composure and not wait out the striker. It's so easy to just, you know, gamble on one side. The striker puts it in the other side. Done. 1-0 for the other team and move on. You will not get too much criticized for it because it's a, you know, it's a 100% opportunity to score. But this is what, you know, separates the creme de la creme from the rest. What it does really well here is to, let me see if I can roll this. See how patient he is. He stands, and then he see when the striker looks down on the ball. When the striker looks down on the ball, that's when Ortega makes his move. He sees the way his body shape is. He looks down on the ball. This is just like recognition from hours, thousands of hours of repetition of situations in training, in games. He reads the striker because he's waited long enough to make the striker do the first action. And yeah, he goes to that side, spreads himself, and just look here how he's, look here, you know, look here how balanced he is. He just tells the striker, I'm not effing moving, please just shoot. Still standing. Now the striker looks down. He reads the body shape of the striker, where he's going to put it. Then we see he makes his step to this side, puts his knee down to cover between his legs. Striker looks down, and yeah, just make an unbelievable save with his right hand. So he has between his legs covered, his left shoulder beside him is covered, right hand is up there, right foot is down by the turf, by the grass. And yeah, it's just an unbelievable save. Look here. Huh? How good is this? So we see, okay, maybe, in all honesty, maybe this gap is a little bit too big, but not too much. But he reads that the striker is going to put it this way anyway. He has a hanging leg. He covers upper side to his left with his left hand, and where he's going to make the save with his right hand. But still, we see when the ball, the gap between the legs is not there. Because when we see now, when the ball arrives to him, he has managed to get down. So he would not be beat here. He will not be beat around along the grass here. He will not be beat here. So he can be beat here and he can be beat here. But still, when it's so close, it's such a huge opportunity for the striker. It's very well done what he does here. And what's the most important thing or most impressive thing is how composed he is. He's never making this save if he's not as composed as he is here. So unbelievable save. You know, there's so many, like the process behind this save is so good. Suddenly it happens. Imagine how calm you have to be. Stand your ground, wait out the striker, read the striker. When the striker looks down, you know, it's timing. The way the striker moves his body, okay, we read everything. The way he looks down to the ball, the way he moves his body, okay, normally there's like only like, it's 80-90% that the striker is going to put it there, and then just execute and do it and be composed enough, mentally strong enough to be calm and just act. Super impressive. It's so hard. For the next video, we will do the next situations with Ortega, because this takes a lot of time. Thank you for watching, and Alisson Becker will also get his breakdowns later on here. So yeah, thank you for watching. If you like the content, please like, subscribe, comment to help me out with the YouTube algorithm. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you for the next one.